If you guys can see this, but just take a look. This is the air show in Canada. He's just showing all of the talents of the world while we're tracking. So we've just been hearing this roaring and roaring. I'm not sure if you got a chance to see it, but there's some kind of air show going on while we're tracking here. So perhaps as we're tracking, it's just this roaring noise. You know, it just shows mankind flexing their might while we're tracking here. It's just a real blessing to be out here in Bible Fellowship. And we're seeing all these fighter jets flying around, and it's really menacing. That's the word I would choose. It's very menacing to hear these mighty jets flying over your head, just letting you know how violent mankind has become with these machines. But the day of judgment has come. Here's another view. Not sure if you can see it. That's what's happening while we're tracking. So may God's perfect will be done. And incidentally, there was someone who is passing out free will tracts here, and he's getting quite the success with his Jesus Saves t-shirt. Free will gospel, and you can see the interest. All right, I'll get saved in a minute. I'll take this false gospel here. And a few moments later, you have the why is the world so divided, and mankind is not too jumping into that. So this particular gentleman said, I'll give you my tract because I'll take yours. And I told him, and I said, unfortunately, he does not have a true gospel. I will not take his tract. And so he said, okay, well, I'm going to take back my tract. And we took back ours. And I said, perfect. Now we're even. And that's what we're living in today. And you see, you know, I did feel a little bit frustrated as he extends his hands and successfully, you know, people take what he's offering. And, you know, here we are extending our hand, and people are taking what we're offering. And it just makes you wonder how the Lord is working this all out with the different gospels. And even at this time of judgment, Satan is still able with his, you know, false teachings and lies. I'm not sure if you can hear the menacing roaring of these jets. I can't even hear my own voice with the amazing amount of jet forces that are going. So it's quite the day today. I don't think he's interested because he's actively working in the church. I don't know if that's a sign of judgment. He could actually, but he didn't want to seem to talk, sister. He's like,
no, you don't have to.
He
talk
wanted
much.
to kind of keep it
No,
moving.
this is like a tippet.
I could sense,
like tippet, like
I could sense that he was like a man on a mission.
Yeah,
He wasn't curious.
So are we are.
So we were just talking about this gentleman here, who's pushing this "Get Saved Right Now" pamphlet. We tried to engage with him, and we could sense that he really did not have any desire to talk with us. And he successfully is pumping out his tracts. Unfortunately, they're not true. But we must know that God is in control. And all these idols will be cast down. And this tract that you have, this come and be saved message, I'm sure the Lord will work this all out where that will not continue. It just won't. It just won't continue. It will last for a moment, but we're living in the day of judgment, and all idols are being put under the feet of Christ. So I do expect that the Lord will work out a perfect work, and he will be magnified during this time. He will absolutely be magnified. As you can see, he's extending his hand. People are taking it. They may not take it from us. And then you go a little further down, and this gentleman, Jesus saves, and he might take it. He just might take it. So just believe, just accept. And, that doesn't mean that person's not saved, That doesn't mean that, just because they took a false doctrine. We don't have enough information, and it's none of our business. So, thanks be to God that we're out here, and God will draw his people to himself. He'll draw his people to himself. We have folks across the street. Can you see? We have folks here. Got a sign there. We got the banner here with ebiblefellowship.org. So be encouraged. The Lord's will is being performed. We may not see it with our eyes, and we're not seeing evident signs that, it's going according to what we see with our eyes. But spiritually speaking, Christ is ruling, and we can rest in that. We can rest in the work that Christ is ruling. Very thankful for that. Incredible roaring sounds. We can barely hear our voice during this air show. It must be wrapping up. I think you were able to see some of the spectacles for the day's event. Oh, may God richly bless you all. E-Bible Fellowship.